Hello, hi, this is Debbie and welcome to DebbieVine. Today we're going to be talking about Before I Met My Husband, part 2. I think there's so much more that I could concisely bring to you today just to make sure you get it. You really get it, okay? Alright, so let's be honest. Being single is not easy. Okay, but it's doable. We don't really have much of a choice. It has to be done. However, have you ever thought about the fear of knowing yourself? Are you that good? Are you as good as you think you are? Are you not as good as you thought you were? What's missing? What needs to be developed? What do I need to work on? Those are the kind of things that I had to face. It came to me face to face. It was things I had to deal with. I had no tools. I didn't know what to do. But man, books. The Bible. Let me even give you a secret. Proverbs. Fantastic. I'm telling you. The book of Proverbs. What else? Talking to yourself. It's not only crazy people that talk to themselves. It's a good thing to talk to yourself. Sometimes you need to tell yourselves a few things. That's one of the things. The fear of knowing yourself can make you afraid of being lonely. Have you actually heard your voice? In the midst of all the noise, in the midst of your day-to-day activities, somebody calling you, talking to you, social media, this, that, have you heard your own voice? Your mind voice, I mean. Can you hear yourself think? It's really important. That's number 2. Okay. What about the patience to wait and hear what God is saying to you? You know, I'm a Christian and I fully believe in God, in Jesus, and my faith is so important to me. My faith anchors me in this life, and to be able to hear God means for you to be able to get rid of the noise as well. You know, so being single helps you do that. So these are the benefits of being single. I've already mentioned getting over the fear of knowing yourself. Yeah, it's just fear. It's just nothing. It's something, it's something that you can get over. Your voice, hearing your own voice. Will you like it? Will you not? You know? The patience to wait on God. Sometimes you really need to be silent and still to wait on Him. And then the other thing is, then what? I'm single, then what? What am I going to do? What if I never ever meet somebody? What if I do? So many different questions will go through your mind. But the truth is, are you going to sink or are you going to float? So you've got those 2 options that you need to work with, and you need to think, what do I do? But the truth is, you have to have faith and believe that good things will come your way. So you won't sink, you will float. But the time that you have, whilst you're in it, you're going to enjoy it. Okay? So I think that's number 4. And then the truth of the matter is, when you look at somebody who's married, when you look at somebody who has children, can't find time to go to just use the toilet for 5 minutes by herself, you will appreciate your singleness and you will thank God for it. Because there'll be so many things that you can do. Time to even paint your nails. Honestly, I'm not saying that's my excuse, but, I'm just saying that, time. You need that time. You need that time to be influenced by the things around you in a good way. You need this time to not be around certain things and to just find yourself and grow. And also, it's quite healthy for you. It's quite healthy. It's quite healthy. Not being dragged into this and that, and you getting to know yourself. You get to be more confident. You get to have your own presence, And I said before, it makes you think. It makes you think. It makes you think. Other things that I remember doing when I was single, I remember keeping fit. I'll tell you a story. So I met my husband. I won't call it dating, but we were meeting each other once in a while. And I remember there was a time I said, oh, I need to go out. I need to go dancing. And he's looking at me dancing. And all of a sudden, in his head, he thought I said I'm going pole dancing. I was going street dancing, by the way. I love dancing. So I used to go for the street dancing every week. And he goes, why are you pole dancing? I'm like, pole dancing? Please, I have nothing against, pole dancing is not for me. Maybe for you, but it's not for me. And I just couldn't understand why he would think I would go pole dancing, really. But it was so funny because he had kept it for so long that by the time he mentioned it, I just bursted out laughing, thinking, is that what you think I've been doing every week? And you didn't say anything. But anyway, that was a story for another time. I used to street dance. I used to like learning the moves. So, you know, I'd go dancing, enjoy myself so much, and, you know, go home and ache the next day. And I used to keep fit. I used to go to the gym, you know, boxer size, this a size, or the whatever a size, you know, body balancing and all sorts of things after work, keeping myself busy, like I said before. Another thing, remember the friend that I mentioned? She could cook. Oh my gosh, she could cook. So I used to go to hers and I used to learn new learn how to cook new dishes. I'd go over to her house when I was hungry. She's finding out now by watching this. I'll go when I'm hungry, when I can't be bothered to cook for myself. You know, it's hard when a single person is living by themselves, having to cook for her own self. Sometimes it's better to go cook and get somebody else to cook for you. But I learned so many dishes and I'm so grateful to her for it. You know yourself. Thank you so much. And I remember, as I said before, I learned how to drive, and that was really helpful to me in my life. And the most important thing as well was I made sure that people didn't perceive that I was going out with somebody when I wasn't. Yeah? People knew that I'm single, okay? There was no temporary car parked in my garage. I was single. And when I met the guy who I knew was going to be my husband, people knew I was taken, you know. So I think it was a good message to make sure it was out there. This is my second video on being single. I hope you liked it because I brought out key points with just a few stories because I wanted to make sure it hit home. Those are the things that I think helped me during my singleness, and I hope it helped you. And if it did, please subscribe to my channel and press like so I know that these are the kind of videos you like watching. Take care. Bye.